How do I make that one? What's up guys, Jason here, Aspiring Entrepreneur, and in this video on Instagram marketing, we're going to be talking about how you can put together a really awesome looking Instagram post image in just 5 minutes using a series of free sites and tools. So we're going to jump back on my screen here and I'm going to walk you through the process of finding images, the image styles, making the actual image, getting great quotes, and the whole 9 yards so you have a great, easy system you can just copy for yourself for creating awesome Instagram content. So let's go ahead, dive in.
All right, so we're going to start our journey with brainyquote.com. There are a lot of other sites that you can look up. Pretty much just type in inspirational quotes or great inspirational quotes. There are a lot of blog posts as well, but we're going to start with this one. We're just going to click on quote of the day. And this is a great place to get quotes for your posts. And so you can scroll through here, just choose one that looks good to you, or you can also go by author and different topics and subjects, which is great if you're targeting a niche audience. So once you've got your text, you're going to want to head over to canva.com. You can set up a free account there, and it is a digital picture creator editor. So it's SaaS-based. It's not like Photoshop. It doesn't install. And what you can do is once you have an account, you can just sign in with Facebook or Google for free. You'll go up here to create design, click more, and then they actually have an Instagram post canvas. Now, what's important is Canva does not allow you to change the dimensions on the free tier. So it's important that you click Instagram post because you want to make sure that you're using the right dimensions when creating your image. So then now that you've got your quote and you know how you're going to create your image, it's time to find a good picture. So instead of paying a lot of money for a picture, you can come up here and go to unsplash.com. It is a great collection of just stylized pictures like this. There are a lot of photographers that upload wonderful looking photos, and so you can find one that will work really well as a background. Oh, that's kind of cool. Ow. Doesn't look comfortable for the owl though. And so as you can see, there are a lot of great pictures. You can search here. And then if you can't find what you're looking for here, then you can also go to a site called Pexels and search for photos as well. And so now that you have your quote, you have your tool, and you have your photo, it's time to look at how to actually put them together. And so I'm going to show you two really common techniques that are easy to put these things together in under 5 minutes. And so we're going to have I have all of the elements here already up, so you wouldn't have to watch me type and format everything. So first we have the background image. That's kind of where it starts. You got that from Unsplash or Pexels. And so we're going to format the background image to fit. I'm just moving it around so you can see it doesn't always, work out perfectly. So you're going to make it bigger, make it smaller, bring it to and then position it to where you want it. I want it in the center. That's perfect. Okay. And next, you're going to want your text. So you can put your text pretty much anywhere. I recommend putting your text in the center of the image so it's very easy to read. You want to make it as big as possible. People are looking at small screens. And over here in Canva, when you click on text, it actually gives you a lot of options in terms of pre-done stylized text. So here, this is kind of I'll show you a stylized text version, but here this is kind of plain. I just kind of typed it and then, changed up the font size a little bit. And it's kind of on the boring side. So you can use these stylized ones over here to kind of make your quote pop a little more. So it's really fun to fool around with. And then of course you might be noticing that, hey, it's kind of hard to read, right? So what we can do is we'll come up here to elements, click on shapes, and then we're going to go ahead and click on a square. And one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to bring the transparency down to probably 40 is kind of the high point, 25 is kind of the low point. But you'll notice it's a little easier to read. And we'll come up here, we'll click arrange, say back, and we want it behind the text. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. So we want it behind the text. So you notice how it looks now, and then we're going to bring this up behind the text, and all of a sudden, it's a lot easier to read. So one of the other things you can do is you can just overlay this across the entire image, and now you can still tell the horses are in the background, And you'll also notice I've tied the image to the quote, right? So this quote is about teamwork, and I'm showing 3 horses together. So there's congruency, right? If I had 3 horses here and it was talking about swim your fastest, that probably wouldn't work well together. So definitely you want congruency between, the quotes you pick up from Brainy Quote and then the images you are using. So that's style number 1. Now, style number 2 is super on the plain side. I mean, this is it. You just choose a background color and then say something and then have your quote. This works really well for very short quotes, like success is no accident. Bam, done. I mean, that's really punchy, to the point. Something like a quote like this, I would not use. Oops, I gave it away. I would not use on this particular style simply because this one is longer. It's not as punchy. They're going to be looking at the viewer needs to actually read more than, a couple syllables. So let's make it a little more interesting and engaging, as opposed to this is success is no accident. Bam, that's kind of in your face. And that quote is designed to really be powerful and strong on its own. And hopefully that made sense. And then finally, we have another way you can do it. So I'm just going to move this out of the way so you can see. Whoops. No. Moving the wrong thing. All right, here we go. So here's how it looks before I put the filter on. And here's how it looks after I put the little filter on. So again, and what's cool too is you can change the color of the filter. So if you want to really change, you can really change the look and feel of the picture just by changing it. Like here we're blue, it's kind of on the dark side. Now we're brightening up the picture, but in both instances, it's easier to see the text. So this goes in between the text and your background picture. And then of course, optionally, you can put your logo or your username for Instagram. I recommend doing that because on Instagram, there are a lot of accounts that will essentially just kind of take your photos. And so having something on your photo that says, I'm the one that made it, I think is very, very important. Now, if you'd like some more help with this, or you looked at that and you're like, Jason, I really don't even want to do that much, then you can go over to a site called Fiverr.com, just type in Instagram post, and you'll find a bunch of freelancers who will make posts for you. They'll make custom ones. And you'll also be able to find some gigs of people who actually have pre-made like thousands of them. Some of these are kind of ridiculous, where they've pre-made thousands of posts already, and for $20 or $30, they will put your logo on them and then give them to you, or you can just buy a bunch of generic posts and modify them as you see fit. So there you go. That's how you can put together a nice, wonderful looking Instagram post in less than 5 minutes.
So thank you for watching. I hope you found this informative and actionable. That's really all there is to it, to putting together a Instagram post. And of course, as you keep going, you will get better and better. So if you got some value out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button and then subscribe, because over on my YouTube channel, I'm going from A to Z and everything in between on not only how to grow your Instagram account, but how to build an online business from scratch. So I highly encourage you to come join myself and the aspiring entrepreneur community. If you have a passion or skill that you're looking to share with the world, you're looking to grow your audience and of course increase your income as well. And then go ahead and also check out in the description, I actually have a link to a in-depth webinar that covers everything Instagram marketing, more than you could ever ask for, just everything that I've learned over the past couple of years playing with Instagram. I threw it all into that course, or I guess not a course, it's like a mini course. It's just a webinar, so go ahead and check that out as well. So until the next video, keep building the business you love. Take care.